Hey guys, Dan here with Mojo Matrix Media, bringing you another gaming review. This week I actually sat down and played some of my old favorite handheld games. Now, one of my favorites that really stuck out and that I really wanted to do a video of was Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced. I'm a huge fan of the Final Fantasy series, so of course I loved this game. It really just breaks the fourth wall of gaming, though, and I thought that was really unique how it starts off in the real world, but then something happens. I'm not going to tell you what, but they're thrust into the world of Final Fantasy where you have all the different creatures, some moggles, um, and all the different creatures that come with the Final Fantasy universe. And it's actually really well done, especially for a Game Boy Advance game. It's a bit older, so the graphics aren't there, but the storyline is actually really fun to follow. So if you like the Final Fantasy games and you like kind of tabletop games, this game is a perfect mesh of those two. Like I said, the game or the tabletop game system comes in place here really well. It's actually where every battle is laid out in almost a grid board setup, where you can actually move your character how many spaces. Spaces depends on different stats for those characters, and then they have different weapons where they can change or where they have a different range for how far they can attack from. Now, this is actually a really interesting take for Final Fantasy, just because Final Fantasy is that turn-based style of combat, but you really just don't have any strategy to it. You have to pick your actions, and that's the only strategy that you get. Now, in Tactics Advanced, you're open up to movement, different ways of attacking, as well as items, and then they have different laws that you have to abide by while you're playing the games, or else you'll be penalized and lose the match almost all the time. So there's all these different factors that they threw into it just to make it more exciting and make you actually think about the game. So if you're looking for a game that's just pick up, play, button mash, then avoid this game at all costs because that's just not going to work out for you. But if you're looking for a game that actually makes you think and also is story driven, then this is probably a game for you. So in my book, I'm just going to give it a great score. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. There were some things that I just did not agree with. Some of the dialogue's kind of strange, but other than that, if you could overlook that, definitely a perfect game. Pick it up. If you don't have a Game Boy Advance, I'd say maybe pick up a cheap one there just to play this game. Um, Other than that, you guys have a great week, and I will see you next week, hopefully. There's not a long hiatus like there was the past couple of weeks, but I should see you next week for your next week's gaming review. Take care, guys. Bye.